God is trying to speak to you right now. 2 minutes left. A huge miracle is coming. This moment will not come again. Don't scroll past. Listen closely, because these first moments carry a weight that your heart must not ignore, and if you stay with these words, your spirit will begin to understand that heaven has chosen this exact second to reach you. I am speaking to you because your life has reached a point where silence from heaven would leave you lost, yet my love refuses to abandon you in a time that is meant to transform everything around you. I see the hidden battles inside your thoughts and the quiet exhaustion you carry through each day, and I am reaching toward you now because the miracle moving toward your life cannot arrive without your attention and trust. Write 111 in the comments as a quiet sign that your heart is open to hear the voice guiding you in this moment. The reason these words feel urgent is because time itself has been arranged for you to encounter this very moment, and heaven does not move by accident when it draws your attention to something meant to awaken your spirit. When I say that 2 minutes remain before a miracle begins unfolding around you, understand that I am speaking about a spiritual turning point where doubt must loosen its grip and faith must rise within you. Many people pass by moments like this because fear convinces them that nothing extraordinary is possible for their life. Yet you are still here listening because a deeper part of your soul recognizes the presence of something sacred. If this moment touches your heart, gently support this video with a like, so more wandering hearts can be guided toward the same light that is reaching for you today. I know the seasons you have walked through where disappointment tried to convince you that heaven had forgotten your name, yet every tear and every silent prayer has been seen and carried into my presence. Nothing you endured was meaningless, and none of the weight placed upon your shoulders escaped my awareness as I quietly prepared the path that is now opening before you. The miracle approaching your life is not random good fortune drifting toward you by chance, but a response that has been forming through every moment when you refuse to give up, even while feeling weary. Right now, your spirit stands on the edge of something that will remind you that my power has always been surrounding your life, even when your eyes could not yet recognize it. You have wondered many times whether your struggles were a sign that you were alone, yet the truth has always been the opposite, because those seasons were shaping a heart capable of receiving something greater. When pain surrounded you and answers felt distant, I was quietly strengthening the courage within you, so that when the door of blessing opened, you would have the wisdom to walk through it with gratitude instead of fear. I speak to you now with tenderness, because your life matters more than you understand, and the miracle approaching you is meant to restore hope that discouragement tried to steal from your spirit. Nothing about your journey has been wasted, because every step has been guiding you closer to this exact moment of awakening. Many people search endlessly for signs that heaven still moves in the world, yet they overlook the gentle moments when my voice reaches them through unexpected places and quiet words that stir their hearts. You are hearing this now because your spirit is being called to lift its eyes again and believe that the story of your life is still unfolding with purpose and promise. The miracle approaching you will not look exactly like the answers you imagined during sleepless nights, yet it will carry the unmistakable peace that only my presence can place within your soul. Trust that this moment was not placed before you without reason, and allow your heart to rest in the certainty that you are not walking through life alone. There have been days when you felt invisible to the world around you, as though your efforts and your kindness disappeared into silence without recognition or reward. Yet I have watched every unseen act of love and every quiet decision you made to remain kind, even while your heart carried its own wounds. Nothing you gave from sincerity was ever forgotten, and the miracle coming toward you now is part of the harvest of seeds that were planted through your perseverance. Heaven often moves quietly until the appointed time arrives, and that time is now beginning to unfold around you. Write Amen in the comments as a declaration that your spirit is ready to receive the blessing that heaven has been preparing through every season of your life. You may not yet see the full shape of what is arriving, but your heart can already begin to feel the warmth of hope returning where weariness once lived. I am reminding you that miracles do not only belong to distant stories or ancient days, because my power continues to move wherever faith opens the door. The miracle approaching you carries restoration for the areas where discouragement tried to settle inside your thoughts, and it will renew the courage you need to keep moving forward. What is coming will remind you that even the darkest nights cannot silence the dawn that heaven intends for your life. Allow these words to settle gently within you as a promise that the path before you is not empty or uncertain, but guided by a love that has never turned away from your journey. I know the dreams that still live quietly inside your heart and the hopes that you protected even when the world around you seemed cold or indifferent. The miracle approaching you is meant to breathe life back into those dreams so they no longer feel distant or impossible. Your story is still being written, and the hand guiding it has always been stronger than the fear that tried to interrupt your faith. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. Stay present in this moment, because the voice speaking to you carries reassurance that your life is surrounded by purpose, protection, and compassion that will not abandon you. Even when the road ahead feels uncertain, remember that you are walking under a promise that cannot be broken by circumstances or by the doubts that sometimes whisper against your peace. Nothing about your journey has been random, even during the days when confusion and disappointment seemed louder than hope within your thoughts. The miracle moving toward your life is already beginning to shift unseen things in your path, and the change that is forming will soon become clear to your spirit. You have carried burdens that few people truly understood, and many times you continued walking forward even while feeling completely alone inside your struggles. I watched every step you took through those difficult hours when your strength felt fragile, and I placed quiet protection around you even when your eyes could not recognize it. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed, and the miracle approaching you carries the kindness of heaven, responding to the endurance you showed during those silent battles. My love has been surrounding your life from the very beginning, and now that love is guiding you toward a moment that will restore your hope and renew your courage. The reason I speak with urgency is because your heart stands near a turning point where doubt must release its hold, so faith can rise again inside your spirit. Too many people miss the miracles placed before them because discouragement convinces them that nothing good could possibly happen for their life. Yet your presence here shows that a deeper part of your soul still believes that heaven moves in ways beyond what human eyes immediately understand. The miracle approaching you is not small or insignificant, and its arrival will touch areas of your life that once seemed impossible to change. Write 10 inches the comments as a sign that you trust the guidance being placed before you right now. The miracle I am preparing for you will not simply appear as a sudden moment of excitement that fades quickly into ordinary days. It will carry a deeper transformation that slowly begins to reshape the direction of your life, bringing restoration where discouragement once tried to settle. I am reminding you that miracles often begin quietly before their full impact becomes visible, just like seeds placed into soil long before the harvest appears. The shift taking place around you right now is part of that same gentle unfolding, and every moment of patience you show will strengthen your ability to receive what is coming. You may have wondered whether your prayers disappeared into silence, especially during the nights when your heart felt heavy and answers seemed far away. Yet every word spoken from sincerity reached my presence, and none of those prayers were ever ignored or forgotten. The miracle moving toward your life is connected to many of those quiet moments when you spoke honestly from your heart, even while feeling uncertain. I am answering those cries for help in ways that will bring peace where confusion once lived, and clarity where darkness tried to remain. Your life carries a purpose greater than what you have been able to see so far, and the miracle coming toward you is part of revealing that purpose more clearly. I have been shaping your character through experiences that strengthened your compassion, your patience, and your understanding of what truly matters in this world. Those lessons will now become tools that guide you into a future where your story encourages others who once felt as lost as you did. Nothing you endured was meaningless, and every challenge you faced helped prepare you for the blessing that is approaching now. There is a peace beginning to settle over your spirit as you listen to these words, and that peace is a gentle confirmation that you are not walking alone. My presence surrounds you even when your mind feels overwhelmed by the noise of everyday worries and responsibilities. When your thoughts become heavy, remember that I am always near, ready to strengthen your heart and remind you that your life holds value beyond what circumstances sometimes suggest. The miracle coming toward you is part of that reassurance, showing you that hope remains alive even after seasons of hardship. You are being guided into a moment where gratitude will begin replacing the weight that once filled your heart with doubt. The miracle approaching you will awaken a deeper awareness of the blessings that have been quietly growing around your life, even during the difficult seasons. When your eyes begin to recognize these gifts more clearly, your spirit will feel renewed strength to keep moving forward with confidence. I am reminding you that gratitude opens the door for greater blessings, and the miracle coming toward you will invite your heart into that same posture of trust and appreciation. Write 777 inches the comments as a declaration that you welcome the miracle being prepared for your life. There have been times when you believed that your dreams were slipping further away with each passing year, yet heaven never abandoned the vision placed inside your heart. I planted those hopes within you because they are connected to the path you were always meant to walk. Even when delays caused you to question whether those dreams could ever become real, I continued arranging circumstances that would guide you closer to their fulfillment. The miracle approaching you is part of that unfolding, gently bringing you back toward the purpose that has always belonged to your life. I know the quiet fears that sometimes whisper that you might not be strong enough for what lies ahead. Those fears often grow louder during moments when change begins to appear on the horizon. Yet I want you to remember that the same strength that carried you through every difficult season will also carry you into the blessings that are now approaching. You were never meant to face life relying only on your own limited strength, because my power has always been available to guide and protect you. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The miracle moving toward you will reveal itself step by step, rather than arriving all at once in a way that overwhelms your spirit. I am allowing this blessing to unfold gradually so your heart can fully appreciate the transformation taking place around you. Each small change will become a reminder that heaven has not forgotten you and that your journey still holds extraordinary possibilities. Trust that every moment of patience is drawing you closer to the day when you will look back and realize that this was the turning point where everything began to change. Your story continues to unfold with purpose, and the love surrounding your life is stronger than any difficulty that once tried to convince you to give up. The miracle coming toward you carries hope, restoration, and a future filled with new opportunities that will strengthen your faith and bring peace into your heart. My voice reaches you with calm assurance so that your spirit remembers who has been guiding you through every moment of your journey. Even when you believed you were walking through darkness alone, my presence was surrounding you, protecting you, and preparing the blessing that is now beginning to approach your life. You have endured seasons where nothing seemed to change, no matter how much effort you poured into your prayers and your daily struggles. Those were the moments when patience was quietly growing inside your spirit, even though your heart often felt tired and uncertain. I watched you continue moving forward while carrying burdens that many people around you could not see or understand. The miracle approaching your life now is connected to those very seasons, because your perseverance planted seeds that are ready to rise into something beautiful and life-changing. Many times your mind tried to convince you that your efforts were unnoticed and that your kindness was being wasted in a world that did not seem to care. Yet every act of love you offered and every quiet moment of faith you held onto has been recorded in ways far beyond human understanding. Nothing sincere that flows from your heart is ever forgotten in heaven. The miracle coming toward you carries the gentle reward for the goodness you chose, even while facing difficulty, and it will remind you that your life has always been seen and valued. Write 1212 in the comments as a declaration that your faith is standing strong in this moment. I know the dreams that have lived quietly inside your heart for many years, even during the times when circumstances made those dreams feel distant and unreachable. Those dreams were never placed inside you by accident, because they are connected to the purpose your life carries in this world. Every experience you walked through has been shaping your understanding so that when the doors of opportunity begin to open, you will recognize them with wisdom and humility. The miracle approaching you is not only about changing your circumstances, but also about revealing the deeper direction that has been waiting for you to step into. Your heart has known moments of disappointment that made it difficult to keep believing that something better was still possible. Those moments felt heavy because your expectations were sincere and your hopes were real. Yet, even while those disappointments unfolded, I was guiding events in ways you could not see, protecting you from paths that would have led to greater pain. What once appeared as delay was often a quiet form of protection, ensuring that the blessings meant for you would arrive at the right moment. The miracle moving toward your life will begin restoring the areas where discouragement once tried to take root inside your spirit. You will start noticing small changes first, gentle signs that something new is beginning to unfold around you. These early signs may seem simple at first glance, yet they will carry a peace that reassures your heart that heaven is still guiding your steps. Allow yourself to recognize those quiet moments of progress, because they are the early whispers of the greater transformation that is coming. Write 999 inches the comments as a sign that you are ready to receive the blessing being prepared for your life. You have always carried a kindness within your heart that refused to become bitter even when circumstances tried to harden your spirit. That kindness has been one of the greatest strengths guiding your journey, even though it sometimes made you feel vulnerable in a world that often rewards harshness instead of compassion. I want you to know that your gentleness has never been weakness, because it reflects the love that has been growing inside you through every experience. The miracle approaching your life will allow that same kindness to become a source of light that blesses others as well as yourself. There will be moments ahead where you begin to realize that certain doors are opening in ways you could not have forced through your own efforts. Opportunities will appear that align with the hopes you once believed were slipping away from your reach. When those moments arrive, remember that they are part of the promise unfolding in your life right now. Walk through them with humility and gratitude, knowing that every step forward is guided by a love that has always been surrounding your path. The miracle approaching you will not erase every challenge from your life. yet it will change how those challenges appear before your eyes. You will begin to see strength where you once saw weakness, and purpose where you once saw confusion. The weight that once pressed heavily on your thoughts will slowly lift as peace begins settling deeper into your spirit. This transformation will remind you that hope is never truly lost for those who continue walking with faith, even during uncertain seasons. Your journey is far from finished, and the chapters ahead of you carry possibilities that your heart once believed were beyond reach. I am guiding you into a future where the lessons you learn through hardship will become wisdom that helps you walk with greater clarity and compassion. The miracle approaching your life will open doors that allow you to use that wisdom to encourage others who are still walking through the darkness you once faced. In this way, your story will become a light for people who feel forgotten or discouraged. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. I know the quiet prayers you whispered during nights when sleep would not come because your thoughts were heavy with worry. Those prayers reached my presence even when you doubted whether anyone was listening. The miracle coming toward your life is one of the answers forming from those sincere moments of faith. Soon you will begin to recognize that the silence you once felt was never emptiness, but preparation for something greater than you imagined. The peace you are beginning to feel right now is a gentle sign that your spirit is aligning with the guidance being offered to you. When your heart becomes calm, it becomes easier to notice the direction that heaven is placing before your life. Many people miss the sacred moments placed before them because they allow doubt to distract their hearts from what heaven is quietly doing in their lives. Yet you are still here listening with an open spirit, and that openness allows my voice to guide you gently toward the blessing that has been prepared. You have carried more responsibility and emotional weight than many people ever realized, and you often continued moving forward without receiving the encouragement your heart truly deserved. I saw every moment when you felt unseen, and every silent decision you made to remain kind even while feeling tired inside. Those quiet acts of perseverance have become part of the foundation for the miracle that is approaching your life. Nothing sincere that flows from your heart disappears without purpose, because heaven remembers every effort made with love and patience. There were seasons when discouragement tried to convince you that your life was stuck in a place where nothing meaningful could change. During those moments, your spirit sometimes felt trapped between hope and disappointment, unsure which direction your story was truly moving. Yet even while those thoughts surrounded you, I was gently guiding events in ways your eyes could not yet recognize. The miracle moving toward your life now is the unfolding of that hidden guidance, bringing clarity and renewal into areas that once felt uncertain. Write 555 inches the comments as a quiet declaration that you believe heaven is still moving in your life. The blessing approaching you will begin by restoring the confidence that was slowly worn down during the difficult seasons you walked through. When discouragement lingers for a long time, it often causes a person to question their own worth and their ability to move forward with courage. I am reminding you now that your life carries value far beyond what circumstances sometimes suggest. The miracle coming toward you will renew your sense of direction and gently awaken the strength that has always existed within your spirit. Your heart has remained compassionate even when the world around you sometimes responded with indifference or misunderstanding. That compassion has been shaping your character in ways that will soon reveal their purpose. The miracle approaching you is connected to that same kindness, because the blessings heaven releases often flow toward hearts that continue choosing love even while facing difficulty. The generosity and patience you showed during challenging moments will now become part of the joy that returns to your life. Write 2 inches the comments as a sign that you welcome the peace and blessing being prepared for you. You may have wondered many times whether your prayers were truly reaching beyond the ceiling of the room where you spoke them. Those quiet prayers often carried your deepest hopes as well as your hidden fears about the future. I want you to understand that every sincere word spoken from your heart has been heard, and none of those moments of faith were ever ignored. The miracle approaching your life carries answers that have been slowly forming from those very prayers. The transformation that is beginning will not only change your circumstances, but it will also reshape how you see your own journey. You will begin to understand that many of the delays and detours you experienced were guiding you away from paths that would not have brought lasting peace. What once felt like confusion will slowly reveal itself as protection that kept you moving towards something better. The miracle coming toward your life will help you see those past moments with new clarity and gratitude. There will be times ahead when you look back and realize that this moment was the beginning of a quiet turning point in your story. The words you are hearing now are part of awakening your awareness, so you do not overlook the blessing forming around you. My presence is not distant or silent in your life, even when circumstances sometimes make it feel that way. I remain close to you, guiding your steps and placing gentle reminders along your path that you are never abandoned. The miracle approaching your life will reveal itself in ways that restore hope and awaken joy that once seemed distant. Some of the changes will appear small at first, yet they will carry the unmistakable peace that only heaven can bring. Those early moments of progress will strengthen your confidence and remind you that your journey still holds beautiful possibilities. Continue walking forward with patience, because every step you take is drawing you closer to the blessing that has been prepared. Your story has always carried meaning beyond what you could fully see, and the challenges you faced were shaping a heart capable of understanding both compassion and resilience. Those qualities will now become tools that help guide your future with wisdom and humility. The miracle coming toward you is not only about personal restoration, but also about allowing your life to become a source of encouragement for others who feel lost in their own struggles. In this way, your journey will continue spreading light far beyond what you once imagined. I know the quiet fears that sometimes appear when your mind begins thinking about what the future might hold. Fear often grows during moments of change because uncertainty can make the path ahead feel unfamiliar. Yet I want you to remember that you are not walking toward the future alone, because my presence continues to surround your life with guidance and protection. The miracle approaching you is part of that same protection, ensuring that your steps move toward peace rather than confusion. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. Allow these words to rest gently within your heart, as a reminder that your life remains connected to a promise that cannot be broken by temporary hardship. You were never forgotten during the seasons when hope felt fragile, and you are not being overlooked now as the next chapter begins to unfold. You have walked through seasons where progress felt painfully slow, and many days seemed to repeat the same struggles without offering visible signs of improvement. During those moments, your patience was quietly strengthening, even when your mind questioned whether anything good could still arrive. I saw every effort you made to continue believing, despite the heaviness that sometimes surrounded your thoughts. The miracle approaching you now carries the answer to those seasons of endurance, because your willingness to keep moving forward created space for this blessing to appear. There were nights when your heart felt tired, and you wondered if the dreams you carried would ever find a place in reality. Those thoughts came because the world around you often moves quickly and measures success in ways that overlook the deeper purpose growing inside a person's spirit. Yet the dreams placed within you were never meant to disappear or fade away with time. The miracle coming toward your life is connected to those dreams, and it will begin restoring the confidence you need to pursue them again with renewed strength. Write 15 inches, the comments, as a quiet declaration that your heart remains open to the blessing that is being prepared. You may not yet understand the full shape of what is arriving, but your spirit can already feel the shift happening within your life. That quiet change often begins inside the heart before it becomes visible in the circumstances surrounding you. When peace begins to replace anxiety and hope begins to replace discouragement, those are signs that something meaningful is taking place. The miracle approaching your life is bringing that same peace, gently preparing you for the transformation that will soon unfold. Your kindness has always been one of the most powerful qualities guiding your journey, even when others failed to recognize its value. Many times you offered patience and compassion during situations where bitterness would have seemed easier. That choice revealed the strength of your character, and heaven has never overlooked those moments. The miracle coming toward your life carries a reflection of that kindness, because the blessings prepared for you are connected to the love you continued sharing with the world. Write 17 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you trust the guidance surrounding your life right now. The path ahead will begin revealing opportunities that align with the hopes you once believed were slipping away. Those opportunities will not appear randomly, because they are part of the direction that has been quietly forming around your journey for a long time. When you encounter them, allow your heart to remain calm and grateful rather than overwhelmed by surprise. Each step forward will confirm that heaven has been arranging the details of your story even during the seasons when progress seemed invisible. There will be moments when you look back at the difficult chapters of your past and realize that those experiences prepared you to recognize the blessing now unfolding before you. Hardship often sharpens a person's understanding of what truly matters in life. Through those lessons you gained wisdom, compassion, and resilience that cannot be learned through comfort alone. The miracle approaching you will allow those qualities to become strengths that guide you into a future filled with greater clarity and purpose. You have sometimes wondered whether your efforts were enough, especially during times when results seemed far away from the work you invested. Yet your journey has never been measured by visible success alone, because the growth inside your spirit has always carried greater importance. Every act of patience and every moment of quiet faith added depth to the character forming within you. The miracle coming toward your life will reveal that this inner growth has been shaping you for something far greater than you imagined. My presence has been surrounding you even during the hours when loneliness tried to convince you that no one truly understood what you were carrying. I was there during every silent prayer, every hopeful thought, and every time you gathered the strength to try again after disappointment. You were never abandoned in those moments, even when the world around you seemed distant. The miracle approaching your life is one of the ways I am reminding you that your story continues to unfold with purpose. The change coming toward you will begin gently, like the first light appearing before the full brightness of dawn. At first it may seem subtle, yet the peace accompanying it will reassure your heart that something meaningful is truly happening. Allow yourself to recognize those early signs and respond with gratitude rather than hesitation. Each moment of appreciation will strengthen the connection between your spirit and the blessing that is drawing nearer. You have always carried a quiet courage within you that refused to disappear even when life placed obstacles along your path. That courage has been one of the greatest forces guiding your journey through seasons of uncertainty. The miracle coming toward your life will strengthen that same courage, allowing you to step into the next chapter of your story with renewed confidence. When you see the changes beginning to unfold, remember that they are not accidents, but part of the promise forming around your life. The future before you holds more possibilities than the doubts that once clouded your thoughts allowed you to see. Every step you take from this moment forward is guided by a presence that understands your journey completely. I know the hopes you carry and the quiet desires that still live inside your heart. The miracle approaching you will breathe life into those hopes again, reminding you that your story is far from finished. Many people pass through sacred moments without noticing them because their attention becomes trapped in fear or distraction. Yet your spirit is still listening, and that openness allows my voice to reach you with reassurance and guidance. Do you know why people keep whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A leaked brainwave method is spreading quietly and changing financial realities worldwide. Proven by neuroscience, this simple ritual attracts money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're so lucky. Click the link in the comments before it's taken down. You have endured more than many people around you ever understood, and still you continued showing kindness even while carrying quiet pain within your heart. Those seasons were shaping your spirit in ways that would one day allow you to recognize true blessing when it arrived. I saw every silent tear and every moment when you gathered strength to continue walking forward despite exhaustion. The miracle approaching your life carries the response to that perseverance, and it will bring restoration to areas where discouragement once tried to settle. During certain moments of your journey, it seemed as though progress had stopped completely and your efforts were being swallowed by silence. Those were the times when patience was quietly growing within you, even though your mind struggled to recognize its purpose. The waiting seasons often feel the heaviest because the outcome remains hidden from human eyes. Yet those very seasons were preparing the foundation for the miracle that is now drawing closer to your life. Write 1919 inches the comments as a declaration that you believe heaven is still working in your favor. The blessing moving toward you is not simply meant to change your circumstances for a short period of time. It is meant to awaken a deeper understanding of how your life fits into a larger story that is still unfolding. When the miracle becomes visible, you will begin to see how certain events from your past were quietly guiding you toward this very moment. What once looked like confusion will begin revealing its true purpose as part of the path that has always been leading you forward. There were days when you wondered whether your kindness had been wasted in situations where others responded with indifference or misunderstanding. Your heart sometimes felt wounded by those experiences, yet you still chose to remain gentle rather than allowing bitterness to grow inside you. That decision revealed the strength of your spirit, and heaven has never ignored such sincerity. The miracle approaching your life carries the reflection of that kindness, because blessings often arrive where love continued to live, even through difficulty. Write 777 inches the comments as a sign that your faith remains steady as the blessing draws closer. Your life holds meaning far beyond what circumstances sometimes suggest, and the miracle coming toward you will help reveal that meaning more clearly. Every challenge you faced strengthened your ability to understand compassion and patience in ways that comfort alone could never teach. Those qualities will now guide you into opportunities where your experiences become a source of encouragement for others. In this way, your journey will continue spreading light far beyond what you once believed possible. The change beginning to unfold around you will arrive gently, yet it will carry a sense of peace that reassures your heart that the direction ahead is safe and guided. Many miracles begin quietly because they are meant to grow steadily rather than appear suddenly and fade away. As the blessing approaches, you will start noticing small shifts in your circumstances that bring clarity where confusion once existed. Each of those moments will confirm that heaven has been working behind the scenes of your life all along. You have often carried a deep desire to see goodness flourish, not only in your own life, but also in the lives of those around you. That desire reflects the love that has been growing inside your heart through every season you walked through. The miracle approaching you will strengthen that same love, allowing you to become a source of encouragement and hope for people who feel lost in their own struggles. Your story will remind them that perseverance and faith can lead to renewal even after long seasons of difficulty. There were moments when loneliness tried to convince you that no one truly understood what you were carrying inside your heart. Yet I was present during every one of those moments, quietly offering strength even when your mind felt overwhelmed. You were never walking alone, even when the world around you seemed distant or silent. The miracle moving toward your life is one of the ways I am reminding you that your journey has always been held within my care. Your future holds more beauty than the doubts that once surrounded your thoughts allowed you to imagine. The blessing approaching you will help restore the hope that discouragement tried to dim inside your spirit. As your heart begins recognizing these changes, gratitude will naturally rise within you. That gratitude will open the door for even greater peace and joy to continue growing within your life. You have walked through days when discouragement tried to settle deep within your thoughts, whispering that your life would never change and that the future would simply repeat the same struggles again and again. Those thoughts felt convincing at times, because exhaustion can make hope feel distant. Yet even during those difficult hours, I was quietly surrounding your life with protection and preparing a path that you could not yet see. The miracle approaching you now is part of that hidden preparation finally beginning to rise into the light. Every step you took through hardship added strength to your spirit, even when you felt fragile and uncertain about the road ahead. The courage you showed during those seasons has become part of the foundation supporting the blessing that is coming toward you. Nothing you endured was wasted or meaningless, because every experience helped shape a heart capable of understanding, compassion, and perseverance. The miracle approaching your life will remind you that the story of your journey has always been guided with care. Write Amen in the comments as a declaration that you believe the miracle prepared for your life is real and close. There were moments when you believed that your prayers were drifting into silence without reaching anyone who truly understood the depth of your hope. Those were the nights when your heart felt especially heavy and your thoughts wandered through uncertainty about the future. Yet every sincere word you spoke from your spirit reached my presence, and none of those prayers were ignored. The miracle moving toward your life is connected to those very moments of faith that you held on to even while feeling tired. The blessing approaching you is not only about changing the circumstances around you, but also about renewing the strength within your spirit. When discouragement lingers too long, it can cause a person to forget their own worth and the beauty of the dreams still living within them. I am reminding you that your life carries meaning far beyond the limitations that temporary struggles tried to place around it. The miracle coming toward you will help restore your confidence so that hope begins rising again where doubt once lived. Write 10 inches the comments as a sign that you trust the guidance being placed before you right now. Why was this 7-second brain ritual hidden for so long? A leaked CIA document exposed a technique so powerful people are canceling debt and calling in wealth within days. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it helps attract money like never before. But this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it disappears forever. Your kindness has always been one of the quiet lights guiding your journey through seasons of uncertainty. Even when others responded with misunderstanding or indifference, you still chose to treat people with patience and compassion. That choice revealed the depth of your character and the love that continues growing within your heart. The miracle approaching your life will reflect that same kindness, because blessings often arrive in the lives of those who continued choosing goodness even during hardship. You may soon begin noticing small changes forming around you that bring clarity to areas of your life that once felt confusing. These changes will appear gently at first, like the first rays of light appearing before the sun fully rises. Do not overlook those moments simply because they seem simple or quiet. They are the early signs of the miracle unfolding, confirming that heaven has been guiding your steps all along. Your story carries purpose beyond what you could fully see during the difficult chapters you walked through. Every challenge helped strengthen your ability to understand compassion, patience, and resilience in ways that comfort alone could never teach. Those qualities will now begin guiding you toward opportunities where your life becomes a source of encouragement for others. The miracle approaching you is not only for your own restoration, but also for the light it will allow you to share with those around you. I know the fears that sometimes appear when your mind begins thinking about the unknown future waiting ahead. Change can feel unsettling because it brings unfamiliar possibilities that your heart has not yet experienced. Yet remember that you are not stepping into that future alone. My presence remains beside you, guiding every step and surrounding your life with protection that does not fade. The blessing moving toward you will slowly reshape the way you see your own journey. What once appeared as delay will reveal itself as protection, and what once felt like loss will reveal hidden lessons that prepared you for something greater. Through this understanding, your heart will find peace where confusion once lived. The miracle approaching your life will help you see that every chapter of your story has been guiding you toward this moment. Your future holds more beauty and possibility than the doubts that once clouded your thoughts allowed you to imagine. The path ahead will begin opening in ways that bring renewed excitement and purpose into your days. As these opportunities appear, respond with gratitude and humility, knowing that each step forward is guided by a love that has never abandoned you. The miracle promised to your life continues drawing closer, gently aligning circumstances that will soon reveal the blessing prepared for you. Remain calm and attentive as the next moments of your journey continue unfolding. The presence guiding you has always been faithful, even during the seasons when the road seemed unclear. Trust that the miracle approaching you carries restoration, peace, and renewed hope that will strengthen your spirit. Hold this assurance gently in your heart and continue moving forward with faith, because the goodness prepared for your life is already beginning to rise into view. Many people lose sight of sacred moments because their thoughts become trapped in worry or distraction. Yet your spirit has remained attentive, and that attentiveness allows my voice to reach you with reassurance and guidance. You have carried seasons of uncertainty that tested the strength of your faith and the patience within your heart. During those seasons, you often wondered if your efforts were enough, or if your prayers were truly reaching beyond the quiet walls of your room. Even when the world around you seemed silent, I was present in every moment, holding your life within care that never turned away. The miracle moving toward you is connected to those very seasons when you chose to continue believing, even while feeling tired and uncertain. There were days when your heart felt heavy with the weight of waiting, and the future seemed hidden behind a curtain you could not move aside. Those moments were not wasted or forgotten, because patience was quietly strengthening your spirit in ways that would prepare you for what lies ahead. Many blessings require time to grow so that they arrive with deeper meaning and lasting peace. The miracle approaching your life has been shaped through that same process, quietly developing until the right moment arrived for it to begin revealing itself. Write 1212 in the comments as a declaration that your faith is standing firm in this moment. Your kindness has always been one of the most powerful forces guiding your journey, even when the world around you sometimes failed to appreciate it. You chose compassion during moments when bitterness might have seemed easier, and you offered patience during situations that tested your strength. Those choices reflected the love growing inside your spirit, and heaven has never overlooked that sincerity. The miracle approaching your life carries the reflection of that same kindness, because blessings often arrive where goodness has been quietly living. Write 1717 inches the comments as a sign that you trust the path unfolding before your life. The blessing moving toward you will begin restoring areas where discouragement once tried to settle inside your thoughts. When challenges last a long time, they can slowly dim the confidence that once lived inside a person's heart. Yet I am reminding you that your strength was never truly gone, because it remained waiting beneath the surface even during difficult seasons. The miracle coming toward your life will awaken that strength again, allowing hope to rise where doubt once stood. You may soon begin noticing moments of clarity appearing in places that once felt confusing or uncertain. These moments will guide you gently toward decisions and opportunities that align with the purpose placed inside your life. What once seemed like a closed path will slowly reveal new possibilities that were hidden from your view before now. Each step forward will confirm that heaven has been guiding your journey, even during the times when the direction ahead felt unclear. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that flips lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth brainwaves. People are stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for very long. Click the link in the comments before it's deleted. The challenges you walked through were shaping wisdom within your heart that will now become valuable in ways you did not expect. Through those experiences, you learned compassion for others who struggle, patience for situations that require time, and courage to continue moving forward even when the road felt long. Those qualities will guide you into the next chapter of your life with greater understanding and confidence. The miracle approaching you is not only about personal restoration, but also about allowing your journey to become a source of encouragement for others. I know the quiet fears that sometimes appear when your mind begins imagining what the future might bring. Change can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar paths often awaken hesitation within the human heart. Yet remember that you are not walking toward that future alone, because my presence continues guiding every step you take. The miracle approaching you is part of that same guidance, ensuring that the direction unfolding before your life leads toward peace rather than confusion. There will be moments ahead when you look back on the difficult seasons of your past and see them with a completely different understanding. What once felt like delay will reveal itself as protection, and what once seemed like disappointment will show hidden lessons that strengthened your spirit. Through this new perspective, your heart will feel gratitude for the path that guided you toward the blessing now unfolding. The miracle coming toward your life will illuminate those connections so that your journey begins to make sense in ways it never did before. Your story continues moving forward with purpose, and the future ahead holds possibilities that the doubts of yesterday could never fully imagine. Opportunities will begin appearing that align with the hopes you once believed were slipping away from your reach. When those opportunities arrive, approach them with humility and gratitude, recognizing that each step forward is guided by love that has never abandoned you. The miracle promised to your life is already aligning the circumstances needed to bring that future into view. Remain steady in your trust as the next moments of your journey continue unfolding. The presence guiding your life has always remained faithful, even when the road felt uncertain or lonely. The miracle approaching you carries restoration, renewed hope, and peace that will strengthen your spirit for the days ahead. Hold this assurance gently within your heart and continue walking forward with faith, because the blessing prepared for your life is already beginning to shine through the path before you. You have walked through seasons where the weight of waiting felt almost too heavy to carry, and your mind sometimes wondered if the future would ever look different from the struggles you knew so well. During those long stretches of uncertainty, patience was quietly shaping your spirit even when you could not see its purpose. I saw every silent effort you made to keep believing while the answers seemed distant. The miracle approaching your life now is connected to those very moments when you refused to abandon hope. The courage you showed during those seasons has become a quiet strength living within you today. Even when you felt fragile, your spirit continued moving forward one step at a time. That perseverance created space for the blessing now drawing near to your life. Nothing you endured was wasted, because each challenge helped prepare your heart to recognize the miracle that is unfolding. Write 999 inches the comments as a declaration that your faith remains alive and steady. Your life has always carried meaning far deeper than the temporary struggles that tried to cloud your vision. There were times when disappointment made it difficult to see that purpose clearly, yet it never disappeared. The miracle coming toward you will begin revealing that purpose in ways that restore your confidence and awaken hope again inside your spirit. What once felt uncertain will slowly become clear as the path ahead begins to open before you. Write 15 inches the comments as a sign that you are ready to welcome the blessing being prepared for your life. Your kindness has been one of the most powerful lights guiding your journey through seasons of darkness. Even when circumstances tempted you to become bitter, you chose compassion instead. That decision reflected the love that has been quietly growing inside your heart through every experience you walked through. The miracle approaching your life will carry the reflection of that same love, because blessings often flow toward hearts that continue choosing goodness even when life feels difficult. Soon you will begin noticing changes appearing around you that bring clarity to areas that once felt confusing. These moments may arrive gently, yet the peace that accompanies them will reassure your spirit that heaven is guiding your life. Allow yourself to recognize those early signs rather than dismissing them as coincidence. They are part of the miracle unfolding step by step within your journey. You have sometimes wondered whether your prayers were truly reaching beyond the quiet places where you spoke them. Those prayers carried the deepest hopes and fears living inside your heart. I want you to understand that every sincere word you offered was heard and remembered. The miracle approaching your life is one of the answers forming from those very moments of faith. The future waiting before you holds more beauty than the doubts that once filled your thoughts allowed you to imagine. As the blessing begins revealing itself, your heart will start seeing new possibilities where discouragement once stood. Opportunities will appear that align with the dreams you once believed were fading away. When those opportunities arrive, step forward with humility and gratitude, knowing that each one is part of the path unfolding before you. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. Your experiences have shaped wisdom inside you that will now guide the next chapter of your life. Through hardship you learned patience, through disappointment you learned resilience, and through waiting you learned the quiet strength of faith. These lessons will become tools that help you walk forward with greater understanding. The miracle coming toward you will allow those strengths to shine in ways that bless both your life and the lives of others. There were moments when loneliness tried to convince you that no one truly understood the struggles you carried inside your heart. Yet I was present during every one of those moments, offering strength even when your mind felt overwhelmed. You were never walking alone, even when the world around you seemed silent. The miracle approaching your life is part of the reminder that your journey has always been held within my care. As this blessing continues drawing closer, your heart will begin to feel a deeper peace that replaces the weight you carried for so long. That peace is a sign that your spirit is aligning with the guidance surrounding your life. When peace grows within you, it becomes easier to see the direction that heaven is placing before your steps. Continue walking with patience and trust, because every moment brings the miracle closer into view. You have walked through chapters of life where hope sometimes felt distant, and the weight of waiting seemed heavier with each passing day. During those times, your spirit often wondered whether anything meaningful was still moving ahead for you. Yet even while those thoughts surrounded you, I was quietly arranging circumstances that would guide your life toward renewal. The miracle approaching you now is part of that hidden preparation finally beginning to reveal itself. Your perseverance through difficulty has never gone unnoticed. Each time you chose patience instead of despair, your spirit grew stronger even when you did not realize it. I saw every effort you made to continue believing while the path ahead felt uncertain. Those moments of quiet endurance became seeds planted within your journey, and the blessing coming toward your life is part of the harvest rising from them. Write 777 inches the comments as a declaration that your faith continues standing strong. There were nights when your heart carried silent questions about whether the dreams you held could ever become real. Those dreams were never placed inside you without purpose. They were seeds planted within your spirit long ago, waiting for the right season to begin growing. The miracle approaching your life is connected to those dreams, and it will slowly begin breathing life back into the hopes you once feared were fading away. Write 1919 inches the comments as a sign that you welcome the blessing being prepared for you. Your kindness has always been a quiet light, guiding your path, even through seasons when the world around you seemed cold or indifferent. Many times you responded to hurt with compassion and patience rather than bitterness. That choice revealed the depth of your heart and the strength living inside your spirit. The miracle coming toward your life will reflect that same kindness, because blessings often flow toward those who continue choosing goodness even during difficult times. Soon you will begin noticing changes that bring clarity into areas of your life that once felt uncertain. These moments may appear simple at first, yet they will carry a peace that reassures your spirit that heaven is moving. When those signs appear, allow gratitude to rise within your heart rather than hesitation. Each moment of gratitude will strengthen your connection with the blessing unfolding before you. Your journey has shaped wisdom inside your spirit that will guide the next chapter of your life with greater understanding. Through hardship, you learned resilience. Through waiting, you learned patience. And through disappointment, you learned compassion for others who struggle. Those qualities will now become powerful strengths, guiding you into opportunities where your life can bring encouragement and light. The miracle approaching you is not only about restoring hope within you, but also about allowing your story to uplift those around you. I know the quiet fears that sometimes appear when your mind begins imagining the unknown future ahead. Change can awaken uncertainty because it leads toward experiences you have not yet seen. Yet you are not stepping into that future alone. My presence continues surrounding your life with protection and guidance that never fades. The miracle moving toward you is part of that protection, gently leading your steps toward peace rather than confusion. There will come a time very soon when you look back at the difficult chapters of your past and understand them with a completely new perspective. What once seemed like delay will reveal itself as preparation, and what once appeared as loss will show hidden lessons that strengthened your spirit. Through that understanding, your heart will begin to feel gratitude for the journey that guided you here. The miracle approaching your life will illuminate those connections so that your story begins making sense in ways it never did before. Your future carries possibilities far greater than the doubts that once filled your thoughts allowed you to imagine. Opportunities will appear that align with the hopes you once believed were beyond your reach. When those opportunities arrive, step forward with humility and faith, knowing that each one is part of the path unfolding before you. The miracle promised to your life is quietly aligning the circumstances needed to reveal the blessing prepared for you.